Shalom royalty, it's Ellie here, and I am outside. I know it's Tuesday, and I usually do nature videos on Saturday, but as y'all know, we're on God's lockdown with all the snow, and it's gone, at least for the most part. It's gone. And so, I'm out here with no sleeves on. It's not cold out here. If you're in the sunlight, let me see what it's like in the shade. I mean, it's alright. It's not freezing, but dude, it's feeling like spring. Like it's spring. So, it almost feels like summer. And so, I still see some snow on the ground in the shade under a car, but that's it. It feels so good out here. I might put my feet in the dirt. I don't know. I might ground today. I did not expect it to be this warm this soon, but I like it. I can come outside freely. I can breathe in that good prana. My Ralph Smart watchers know what I'm talking about. But dude, it feels great out here. So y'all know I have been talking to y'all about the verse of the day. I didn't really understand it today. So if someone wants to give their interpretation of what the scripture means in the comment section, I'd appreciate it. But it's Proverbs 21:3. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Now, I don't know. I don't really know exactly how to interpret that, because it's I don't know. It just seems like a bunch of words. So I probably have to go back in that chapter and read for context. Yeah. So that's all I can say on that. But I hope y'all are doing well. Prayers still going out to Texas. They are saying we're having water issues here, but this is Memphis, and we don't really have, too many water issues regardless. So whatever issues we have here, they're not going to last too long. I know that they said that they had some pipes burst and way crazier stuff. We had some pipes burst here too, but it wasn't too bad compared to what happened in Texas. So, of course, I'm praying for the people in my hometown, but as far as the people in Texas go, I know in Houston they were having a lot of issues. So, prayers out to you guys. I hope all of y'all are getting the help and resources that you need. It seems like things are getting better. I did hear from some people that things are getting better down there. Yeah. So yeah, I really did want to just come outside and show you guys how beautiful it is out here, and how our weather has cleared up for one, but it's also so warm. I ain't got no sleeves on. No sleeves. It's not even relatively cold. I feel a little bit of wind, but that's it. That is it. It feels great out here. But let's take it to Spirit. So, what's Spirit saying? Well, the other day I did want to talk to you guys about haters and, moving in silence and things like that. So, I'm reading the Gospels right now. I'm read Matthew, Mark, and now I'm in Luke. And it's pretty much the same stories being told from the different perspectives of those disciples. And the thing is, so when Jesus was going around doing miracles, he didn't start his ministry until he was 30. So he already knew he was the chosen one before then. Because if you read about the genealogy of Jesus and where he came from, you know that he was always studying with the pastors, the priests, the teachers, and the wise men. He was always with older people. And, when people are like, oh, you're mature for your age, I used to hear that a lot growing up as a kid. And so I was like, okay, so that's what's up. It's not necessarily that we like old people more. It's just we like wisdom. We don't really like to clog our minds with the trends of the world, because trends always go away. Every time I catch on to a trend, it's gone. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just do my own thing. I'm gonna see what I like, and if it's old, it's old. That's just part of me. I don't really care. And so, but as far as knowledge goes, I will very much I'm finna go read books. I don't really go on Facebook or Instagram like that. I just use the messenger platforms to keep up with people. I don't really just scroll on my timeline like that. I don't feel joy from it. Even though I have some positive, cool people on my timeline, it feels like a waste of time to me to just scroll and see what other people have going on right now. I just don't like it. If someone wants me to know something, they can hit me up. That's what my friends do. They tag me and stuff. They hit me up in the DMs. They let me know what's going on. So I ain't tripping over that. And so what does that have to do with moving in silence? There's a lot of stuff that Jesus was able to do when no one knew who he was. His mom Mary put him on the spot, right? When they were at the party, they're at the wedding, and they ran out of wine, and he created wine out of water. They had the vessels, he turned the water to wine. That was when he was put on the spot. Now, I feel this. Okay, you might be put on the spot. You may not be able to wait until when you want to do something to show people what you're made of. You might be put on the spot. You might be brought into the spotlight, not necessarily against your will, because Jesus could have said no, but in that type of situation, it's like, well, okay, well, bring it on. That type of thing. So you might be brought into the spotlight the way that Jesus was when his mom said that my son can work a miracle. And so as far as moving in silence goes, every time, not every single time, but a lot of the time, when Jesus would perform a miracle, whether it was healing somebody, bringing the dead back to life, providing food for the hungry, he would tell people, hey, don't say anything. Don't tell anybody. Sometimes they would, honor that, but most of the time they went and told everybody. So then Jesus always had a bunch of people crowding around him. And I'm not sure, I don't remember reading this in the scriptures where it said like the crowds would distract him, but I know that if I get, people around me, I get distracted from what I have to do, from what I'm doing, from the goals I'm trying to accomplish at the time. And, the closest example I can get to that is when they were in the crowd of people and the woman with the issue of blood for 12 years, she touched the hem of his garment to get healed. And he felt the power go out of him. You ever been around somebody and you could just feel your energy go out? That's the thing. So the thing is, she had faith. She knew he was the Son of God, and she had faith that had she made this action, she would be healed. And she was correct. But the thing was, she did not ask him, my Lord, may I touch the hem of your garment and so I can be healed? She didn't do that like everybody else did. She really stole his energy. Now that's kind of shady. And when you think about it, but the thing is, he admired her faith. So even though she sinned by stealing his energy, he still respected her as an individual because her faith was so high. There's another, there's a train coming, so I'm gonna turn this off for a second. Okay, the train's still over here, but it's not too loud. There's another story that I admire about faith. So it's this one dude, he's a rich guy, he has a lot of employees, he has servants and all that stuff. He's like, my Lord, talking to Jesus, one of my servants is sick, he's ill. I need you to heal him. And then Jesus was like, all right, let's go. And he was like, no. I am a huge sinner. Please, I don't deserve you in my house. But you see, I am a man of great power. So if I tell somebody to do something, they go do it. So I feel like if you say my servant is healed, then he'll be healed. And Jesus was like, I ain't seen such great faith like this. So he said, your servant is healed. And he was healed within that same hour. And it's like, that's the type of stuff, that's a little off topic, but that's the type of stuff that we have to work in. We have to have the faith to not even, Jesus didn't have to go check. He was like, all right, I'm matching my faith with yours type thing. So you said you say things and they happen. Other people make them happen. So I'm going to command for this situation to happen. And so, yeah, but going back to the topic of moving in silence though. One of the main reasons that Jesus would constantly tell people, don't tell anyone I was here. Don't tell people I worked this miracle. Just thank God and go on with your life. He would say that because the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the scribes and all those people would follow him. If you don't know who they are, they're the religious people. They would follow him literally just to hate on him. Like the Bible literally says, like they would follow him and they would watch his moves and they would say certain things to test him. And it's like all of y'all know what haters are. So we're not alien to the fact that haters exist. That's always happened. And the thing is, we just have to, I'm not going to say adapt. But the thing is, Jesus had I forgot exactly the terminology used. His tongue was a sword, something like that. Just bear with me right now. Whenever they said certain things, he was able to combat them. So this is for my believers, okay? If you are going through a situation and someone who claims to be a believer uses a Bible scripture against you, you can combat them with another scripture. Because first of all, we're not supposed to use the Bible like that. We're supposed to use the Bible as defense, not offense. So when something bad or some sort of situation happens to you, use the word to deflect it. You're not supposed to war with somebody coming at them with the scripture. And so, but that's the thing. That also goes with kill them with success, defeat them with success. That's how you get your revenge, with your success. So when all these people are upset with you for doing what you're doing, you just be like, I'm gonna go make some more happen, and then they leave you alone a lot of the time. And so it's like we are at this point now where we have to understand that people aren't gonna like us because we're great. And I think one of my things is I don't really know who my haters are. I know of like one of them, but like I don't know. So, I don't keep that as my focus. I'm not going around being like, who's hating on me? Who doesn't want me to do well? I know of a few, but I know that I have a lot of support as well. And that's the disciples, that's the multitude, that is Jesus's family, those people who are the support, that's what they're there for. But we also have to understand that there are snakes in the grass. There's always that Judas. And so you have to be aware of that. You always have to know that somebody on the inner circle may end up being a Judas. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really just wanted to enjoy this nature, man. It's so beautiful. It is warm, like darn near hot outside. But that's all I wanted to share with you guys. That's what I wanted to talk about the other day before the other word was shared with me. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Shalom, royalty.